Martial arts creative. Breaking up next, Alexander Carlos.
So I'm gonna try to make this quick, not because like I'm trying to rush through it, but because I'm about to go to the gym, and if I keep seeing so many of these videos that I feel like I'm gonna mess around and save and turning these worthwhile, and these are gonna be an hour long. So I want to get through these now. But lately, I have been watching a lot of MMA commentary videos, like keeping up with current events and past events. Not that I watch UFC or anything, but I've just been curious. And I guess Instagram has been getting a whiff of what I've been watching on YouTube, because they decided to give me some of the peak of martial arts demonstrations here. Techniques from people so powerful that they only demonstrate, just merely give us demonstrations of their power, because if they were to go all out, worlds would collide. And Lord knows we don't need another Kumite. They already have too many movies about it. We don't need a fifth. Right? So what am I talking about, D-Mac? I am talking about a good old channel called Point Fighter Live that has been showing nothing but peak martial arts ability from a peak martial artist such as the narrator. And it turns out this is actually the narrator's channel, I think. I say I think, but nah, it's definitely the narrator's channel now that I'm really thinking about it. And you're gonna see what I mean later on. But I'm gonna show you some beautiful demonstrations from only the peak of high school jocks years after their prime that still somehow think they got something in them. So let's begin. And our first video shows an absolute beast, my boy Alexander Carlos, about to give us a beautiful demonstration of just a teeny fraction of his power against some helpless cinder blocks. Fear as the whole stadium gets to witness this man's beautiful power. Let's begin.
Oh, power, baby. Let's see if he can break all 4 concrete slabs with a martial arts palm strike. Here in this concrete breaking challenge, Alexander Carlos. ISKL State Championships. Here we go. Measuring the distance. Looking up the power. Here we go. Ready to break 4 concrete slabs with a palm strike. The ultimate test of technique and martial arts power. A few more measures. Here we go. Very difficult break. And here goes. Oh, he got 0.
Elbow.
This does not count. You only get 1 attempt. Looks like he just wants to break at least 1. Here we go. Going with an axe kick. Good try. Power, baby.
Oh my fucking yo, that is funny. I tried so hard not to laugh during that. I hope the recording they get. But it's like, bro, how can you not? Okay. Alexander Carlos out here wasting everyone's fucking time today. I don't even get, how do you pop out here? And it's like, do you not practice these abilities before? Like, there's no way you looked everybody in their face. This gymnasium full of enthusiastic people ready to see you unleash your power. And you sit here and just overestimate your abilities this hard. Because, like, not only do you sit here, my son sat here and charged his ultimate for like 5 minutes, 200 pumps. There's no way he should have been at over max power, and still almost breaks his goddamn hand on the floor. And what's funny is, like, the commentator clearly says, bro, you only get 1 attempt. And Carlos doesn't give a fuck. He's still going for more attempts because I guess he's salty and he doesn't want to let down his fans that are right behind him. fails again and just says, fuck that. I have to be able to do one. Fails a third time. It's like, so wait a minute. If you couldn't even do one cement block, what in your head made you thought that you could go for 4? Because he fails that, says, fuck it. I'm getting a brick smashed today, and just fucking strikes down with his foot. Absolute beautiful work from my son Alexander Carlos. I love watching Alexander so much that I have multiple examples of Alexander, because he is such a beauty. The way he strikes his bricks, the way he charges up and gets the crowd hype is so beautiful. I had to get multiple clips, but I don't want to sit here and hit you with all Alexander Carlos clips, because we gotta show some bullshit, some things that don't possibly compare to the greatness that is Alexander Carlos. And that is some pathetic guy hitting something into a straw or whatever. Honestly, I don't really know what's supposed to be so impressive about this. But let's see if it can compare to the greatness that is Alexander Carlos.
Up next, starting off with a straw through an apple. Here at the U.S. Open Ice Skate World Championships at Disney's Coronado Springs. Here we go, second attempt. Good hit. 2 coconuts. And the palm strike. Boom. Nice. Got the bottom coconut. Karate chop. Heel foot stomp. Palm strike on some tiles. U.S. Open Ice Skate World Championships, over 40 countries, 3,000 competitors, and live on ESPN. The final break, water bottle, 2 concrete slabs. Good hits.
And my son, okay, all jokes aside for a second, this one was actually more impressive, because I generally was not expecting this dude to break shit. At first, I thought this was actually gonna be I'm like, bro, what kind of lame, which I'm still gonna say, what kind of lame ass competition is letting you just break straws through apples? On second thought, while as impressive as that is, because that can't be easy unless this dude has the most bruised apple ever, and has a simple fingernail, a simple finger just mush right into it, but it doesn't really look at that because the commentator said that was his second attempt. So on that part, that was actually pretty impressive. And the fact that he was able to get through a lot of these obstacle courses, especially with the bricks, is actually not that bad. But I just got one question. Is he supposed to win a competition? Cause I heard, if I remember, hold on. They talk about this is a competition that has over 40 countries and 3,000 competitors in it. Are all the competitors gonna be like this? Does this absolutely slow my son is a tank, absolutely just crushing through with no speed whatsoever. So I'm confused, is old boy where does the top of the competition come here? Am I tripping? I feel like I'm being an asshole, but there's way too many clips of old ass men that are what dream are y'all trying to live? Because it's a whole bunch of old ass men meandering through obstacle course and shit. And the commentator kills me because of how serious he is. Os. He takes it so seriously. And you would generally think this man is joking, but just you wait. Just you wait. I guarantee you none of this is a game. All of this is real life and it is serious. Because not only is it so serious that I had to hit you with another Alexander Carlos clip. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are, because Alexander Carlos' power might be too much for you. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. So here was Alexander Carlos stepping up to the plate to try to redeem himself after that absolute catastrophe of a cement chop, which, mind you, the old guy leg chopped 4 bricks, and Alexander Carlos had to resort to just chopping down 1. Alexander, man, his power is no bounds, you know what I mean? So here goes Alexander Carlos redeeming himself and showing you the absolute might that he has. Let's get it.
Power, baby. Up next, we have a martial arts hammer fist board breaking challenge. Alexander Carlos, he's going for 6 boards with a hammer fist. Here we go. Measuring the distance, building up the power, and ready to break. Masters Karate Tournament, FPBA rated, 1 fighter proof. And here goes. 6 boards. And ready to break. Here goes, one last measure, and
beautiful. Alexander Carlos finally delivering, showing you the Super Saiyan might of the cow-colored cowboy hat. Y'all couldn't handle. Y'all weren't ready. Your eyes saw absolute power, baby. You know, it's funny because it's like I have to imagine, like, what is the mindset of the people that do these competitions, like Alexander, especially like the fact that Alexander himself is like generally so bad at this. Like, what has convinced this man to get up in the morning, wake up out of bed, look his family dead in their face and say, I'm gonna go flop around in a tournament today? And the family is just completely supportive of this complete waste of obvious money. Because there's no way you're going to tell me this dude is like landing in any spots to get prizes. Like, so basically, all this dude is like some middle-aged nigga. Wasted every part of his Saturday morning is flopping around gymnasium. Like, terribly. And not improving at that. Like, waste, like, for what? Like, I mean, hey, it doesn't think, I would say this is, like, good, healthy activity, but he is moving around so slow that it's like, is it even considered physical activity, my nigga? With how slow they are moving. Like, am I tripping? Like, but he showed his might. Y'all weren't ready for it. And you know what? Back to back Alexander Carlos. I'm going to show you what I mean by, like, the speed. My Alexander Carlos, absolute speed. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. And the reason I don't think y'all are ready because I want y'all to see Alexander Carlos's, like, absolute lightning fast. If you blink, you'll miss it. That's how fast my son is. Are y'all ready?
power, baby. Martial arts creative breaking. Up next, Alexander Carlos. A new Cowboys in town. Next up, a heel foot stomp concrete break. Here we go. Here at the ISKL State Championships in Windermere, Florida. Now going for a karate chop board break. And good hit, making his way over to his final 2 stations. A big stick and then a watermelon. Here we go. And good catch by Danny Hacker. It's broken. He's gonna break it completely. Now the grand finale, a watermelon with an elbow drop. Here we go. Alexander Carlos broke him off. Good hits. Power, baby.
Alexander Carlos ripping through the obstacle course like Zenitsu. Did you miss it? I think you blinked. I'm sure you blinked. Because you definitely missed the absolute speed, power, and precision of my son Alexander Carlos. He was moving so fast that he had to try 2 times on the watermelon. And you know what's funny? I'm really surprised they didn't just make it like, 1 attempt, and then he just didn't just rage tackle the fucking watermelon to the ground. Luckily, I guess he had more than 1 attempt on this. But yeah, that's kind of my point. What I'm saying, like, this has to like cost money, right? Like to like wake up, put the gear on, and like go out to these shits every day, right? Like, it can't be, like, just super cheap. And it's like, bro, Alexander Carlos faithfully charging his ultimate every 3 seconds because he has no regular attack. For no matter what the obstacle is, no matter how big, no matter how small, he only has one power, baby. And that's the only, it's the one he can only charge. Like, I don't get that. That shit always kills me. The fact that he has to charge up every single hit, no matter what it is. Like, even like a little chopstick. Like, my son is sitting here charging up and like chopping toothpicks. Like, I really don't understand, bro. Like, it's like you can obviously see even like the older dudes that we're gonna watch still move faster than Alexander. So it's like, I guess we wouldn't really be here if it wasn't because of his over the topness, right? Like, is that what you call it? Because boy, like Alexander, even compared to the other guys, he just does not compete ever. It's hilarious. So editing Z-Mac here. I realized that this video is going on a little longer than it needs to be. So this first part is gonna be just examining the power and might of Alexander Carlos. And in the next video, which it's already done. Please, like, I know how I am, or like not done, but like it's already shot. Because I'm just splitting the video up into two. Will come out soon. We'll be focusing on a little bigger surprise. Like I said, if you didn't think the host didn't participate in his own stuff, or the narrator participating in his own stuff, just you wait. I got a surprise for y'all. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.